So, Rockets, I don't suppose that you've seen your grandpa's shoes around anywhere, have you? Oh, don't worry, I'm wearing them. Okay.
So thanks for the nurse that you got us in. Our future's now totally screwed. What makes you think you even had a right to have a right on the EU?
Oh, little guy, what do you know? How many decades you lived through? This was the revolt that they caused us since before 2002.
But Grandad, this isn't about the past. It's about our future, and our kids too. Surely it's got it all working together. Just imagine the things we could do.
I can imagine those things without a union. The two are not mutually exclude. Like I had neighbours that are friends around me. I don't knock down my walls and share rooms.
Grandad, you're old. Your wine's starting to slow.
Pockets, you're young. There's things you don't yet know.
I've got a good analogy, so come hear it through.
Oh, I love analogies. Go ahead. After you.
8 of my friends went out for a birthday, and I went along too. Before we went out, we all had a vote on where we would go and eat food. Before our final decision narrowed our options down to just 2, we all cast a vote, and down it was close, 5 to 4, our least favourite on food. So 2 days before our excursion, the rumours were confirmed as true. The newspaper reports found a half-chopped up corpse at a restaurant just in the back room. 8 of us all demanded a recount. What else could we possibly do? Circumstances change, and you know our time of the lies and all the half-truths.
That's a nice analogy, Rockets. An interesting point of view. What if that newspaper was paid to tell lies by those who aren't customed from you? Let me lay one on you, Pockets. One you can relate to. And for these purposes, let us pretend that your grandma is yours too. So I goes and I says to your grandma, I says, Outlaw, got a question for you. I'll take you away in a couple of years, Buckner Regis or Honolulu. Now of course you know how she'd answer, so I've got 2 years of planning, things to do. Imagine then, remember this is pretend, I began 2 weeks before we flew. So I hadn't renewed the passports, done the things that I said I would do, and I hadn't booked to fly to hotels, and I spent all of my money on shoes. I'm sure you can get fast-track passports, love, for an extra 100 quid or 2. Or we can split our stay between 3 hotels. One's got an alright sea view. Just a 15-hour waiting departure, and on the way back, a great one too. And we can live like kings for those 10 days, on our payday loan company or 2. Then once again, I'd say to you, Nan, Outlaw, got a question for you. Shall we revolt on that vote that we will vote? You're useless, Buckner Regis will do. See, that weren't what she'd really wanted. She'd never been to Hawaii, as far as I knew. But your grandma wouldn't want to do things that hard way, when there are much easier ways we could do. 2 options got one little lot, will make the opinions a little askew. Tell us that if we go one way, we're up the creek without a canoe, so to say.
Well, that's an analogy, Grandad. There are some pieces I can relate to. But the what is a what, because there's a what. It's the change from what we're used to. It's okay for the folk like you, Grandad. You had the privilege of it as you grew. But in this world where we're all connecting, why exclude ourselves from this group? If my daughter wants to work in Helsinki, or my son wants to move to Bruges, how will I ever explain to them how the leavers left us doomed? United in diversity, we're stronger with a crew. There's programs at universities. Think about jobs and the price of food.
Oh, you over-exaggerate, I think. We won't all be so screwed. We're the 5th largest economy in the world, not just the EU. Scale hunger and creates instability. We should have made a plan, checked it, seen it through. We still want to buy all the things that we want, and I still want to sell it to you. Free trade will be back in no time. We'd always silly not to. A freedom of movement is all well and good, when the net is sustainable. Your Uncle Sam lives down in Melbourne, and my sister works in Timbuktu. Notice that both of these places are not a part of the EU. Geographically, we're still in Europe, still in NATO and the UN too. we don't need a fully cloud South in Brussels, making a whole of her rules. 20.1 billion contributed a year that could have been spent straight on me and you. Instead, we let them decide where to spend it. And they keep more than 8.2.
Are your figures even right, Grandad? So only is conscript, and yes, what if it's largest, but soon we won't be. The estimates aren't in good. Veto power gave us great influence in the making and action of those rules. We're going to make brand new problems in Ireland. The feast was already fragile. So I've heard that fishermen are happy. What do learn do? 24,000 workers are pleased. Just 33 million to go. Car factories are pulling out the country. The bankers will follow suit soon. And there's far more than immigrants here that didn't come from the EU. EU migrants are made into scapegoats. The Leave campaign frenzy was mostly untrue. And just because austerity makes us unhappy, doesn't mean we should leave the EU. We never dreamed that Leave would win. It's not the country's attitude. There are probably lots of people who didn't even vote, because they didn't know they had to.
Anyone that didn't vote that day that could, can vote they say that day in June. Always remember to ask yourself, Pockets, is this a step towards our government rule?
Whoa. Okay, I think we'll leave it. We'll leave it there, because it's just enough.
What's up?
Well, it's just going on every day, isn't it, Grandad? Like, you and Pop just back and forth every day.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, no worries.
So I saw this chicken the other day. It was walking over the road.
A chicken?